Good morning.
Good morning. It's not right.
Let me turn it just a little bit. Can you see that? Can you see the
Let's
cover?
see here. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. Candid Conversations and Inspirations with Dr.Amina and guest influencer Kim from Nairobi.
Hi, good morning.
Hey. Just enjoy the beat for a minute.
Yeah, we gotta get our life together right quick.
Rock with us.
Okay, so
This is Candid Conversation. This is gold friends sitting together, having a great time, coming together, talking and discussing. Do you have a gold friend in your life that you do that for? Because that's our topic today. We're talking about high value friendships, relationships, and getting to know yourself. So I made a commitment in my life that I'm going to have a gold friend. Okay, so I guess that's the end of our music. I don't know. And I want to have a high value, a good quality relationship with people. So, yeah, so we just sipping tea, eating donuts, and all of that. So how's your day? So I'm about to go on Facebook, and I'm going to chime in with you all, and I'm going to talk back. So yeah, good morning, good morning, good morning. I see you all saying good morning to us. So we're going to go right into it. So today we're going to be discussing high value relationships, friendships, and getting to know you. And what does that look like to you? Well, I'm going to tell you what it looks like to me. So I'm going to start all over from the beginning. This is my girlfriend. High five, Kim. That is
morning,
my
guys.
girlfriend, Kim. Nairobi influencer. That's her. So if you have an order that you want to purchase, make sure you reach out to Kim for all your Nairobi needs. And she's going to make you a Nairobi chick. How about that? So anyway, Kim, let's talk.
okay.
So let me share this with you.
Okay.
So even with the topic of high value,
I can't see you.
you can't see me. Friendships. It's gonna come off this thing right here. So we just bring this over. I just come over like this. Okay, so Kim, how I was raised, and when I was coming up, I remember one day I had came home from school and I was crying to my dad. I don't know, somebody had did something to me in school, and I said my friend. And what did I say that for? My daddy was like, let me tell you one thing. You have no friends. You have associates. And when you graduate from school, you'll probably never see these people again. So after that, Kim, I'm telling you, I had to been about, I know this was like in my freshman year. Ever since then, I never really just called anybody else my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was kind of like associates to me.
Okay.
I would build some type of bond with them, friendship, but it was always something that held me back from like friendships, and because what my dad told me. But as I got older and I would try to build relationships with people, for some reason it just always just went sour. You know, it's like they wanted something from me, and it just didn't. We didn't click. They didn't understand me, how I was, and my personality like that. And hey, wait a minute, y'all. I got to get my life together because I want to be able to interact with you all. And I want to know, do y'all feel what it is that I'm saying? So let me come on here so I can watch this with you all. So good morning. So do you all understand what I'm saying? So okay, so let me finish saying. So Kim,
Hold on.
so Kim, so from there, I don't know. As far as with friendships, it was like I don't know. You help me out, Kim. It's just that it just didn't work for me then. But as this conversation go on, then I'm gonna tell you how I feel about how I value friendships now as I've gotten older and more mature, and what it means to me. Did I lose you?
No.
You didn't?
No, I just got my little wheels turning.
Okay.
So I wanted to comment on what you said about what your dad taught you at a young age.
Mm-hmm.
I think that a lot of our parents, I don't know for you guys, but for me, that was not something that was ever told to me. So I walked around thinking everybody was my friend.
Mm-hmm.
So, you set yourself up in traps and you fall into them when you think everybody is going to be with you.
I like this.
How you are with them.
Hey, where's my pen?
Oh, I got some pens, honey.
Yeah, I got one right here.
Okay.
Okay.
So I think that had I been told that or someone expressed that to me,
come here some more.
girl.
And somebody told that to you, yeah.
When I was younger, then it might have made navigating life for me a little easier with understanding that people are just associates and you're going to meet a lot of different people in your life but no one ever had that conversation with me. Yeah. So I remember coming home crying many days, and it was even people as close to me as like cousins that would flip on me when I was younger. So I understand what you're saying, but what I've learned and what I continue to learn is when we're younger, we have expectations that are, I think, in the moment, unrealistic. And when I say unrealistic, I mean we have an expectation that people are going to treat us the way that we treat them. And
this is good.
And
this is good.
The reality of it is no one can treat you how you treat them because no one has your personal experiences.
Yeah.
Everybody is different. So the way we internalize things are completely different from one another. So I think once you get that little basic understanding, it helps with navigating the ships.
So now let me tell you this. Oh my goodness, you hit it right on the head. You said once you get this basic understanding.
Right.
So after I've gone through total disappointment from people with the friendships that was failed, friendships that I wanted to be developed and it was never developed, what I started learning was, and you hit it right on point, was the expectations that I was having from people.
Right.
Yeah. So when you have these expectations from people, you're
going
to always just set yourself up for disappointment.
You got to have requirements. Not expectations.
I like that.
Because when you have expectations, you set you up and you set them up.
Set them up too. Yeah.
Requirements is something that you discuss, you talk about, you share that with one another on what it is that you're looking for in the ship that you're in the friendship, in the relationship that you're in. You got to be on the same page.
I would say the reason why I had these expectations is because I would say for me, I do consider myself coming from a good solid home, a good solid foundation, and to me my parents are just generally they just good people. I've never heard my mom curse. I've never seen my mom on the phone gossiping. I've always seen my parents do for people. I'm not saying that they perfect, or I'm not saying that they was always, but I'm just saying what I was raised with and what I saw.
Right.
And because I saw that from them, this is what I expected from other people.
Right.
And there was times that I would get mad. And my dad, I'm like, y'all ain't raised us right. Y'all should have raised us more in the streets and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, I'm thinking that everybody is just good. But the killing part about it is because my daddy, my mom is the type like, well, do unto others as you would have them to do unto you. And my dad is the type, no, you better get them before they get you. And I would be so confused. I'm like, what? But see, mom and dad, although they showed us the good side, they from the streets. They know what time it is. They're wise. They know what it is out there. But me and my sisters, we didn't know that. Right. And so we was always having, I'm going to speak for me because this is about me, always just having that expectation. So now I'm at the point now, and it took years because I really just got to this point like within the last couple of years, last 2-3 years, as far as stop having expectations. And the reason why I stopped having expectations like that is because I started growing myself.
Right.
And when I started looking at me and then stopped pointing the finger at other people, and I was like, you know what? You may not be that good of a friend that you think you are. You may not be that good of a person that you think that you are. You ain't all that messy. And now it reminds me of my dad sometimes be like, you're a busybody. You do too much. And I be like, dang, why he said, Kim, you can jump in at any time. So I'm saying this, you all, because a lot of times while we're looking at other people, Kim, I don't know why I can't find it on here to like chime in and talk with them. Can you see it on your phone? So a lot of times when we looking at other people and want that high value friendship out of them, then what are you contributing? You know, just because I thought that I was a good person, I thought that was enough. No, you may be a good person within yourself, but you really not a good friend, because when they calling for you, you like, what they want? Right. You know what I'm saying? But then we're going to talk about that, because I feel like a true friend to get to know the type of person that you are, and they will accept you the way that, you know, right where you at. So I feel like I'm talking a lot, so you say something now.
I was loving what I was
hearing.
Yeah.
Because you know what, Kim, I am growing, and I love the woman that I am becoming. I'm loving it. I'm falling in love with myself, because just although I say that I had great parents, my dad is in my life, and I know that my dad loves me, so thank God that I grew up with the love. However, I've had other family members that I really looked up to that just caused me so much disappointment, right, and caused me so much pain, because I felt like with family, different family, close kindred family, and I could be talking like sisters and brothers. I'm not talking about no long lost cousins, because I don't know you. I didn't grow up with you. Right. I'm talking people right here in the house that disappointed me so, and it always had me looking at myself like something was wrong with me. Right. You know, because I'm not living up to their expectations. So I was always hard on myself. Yeah. So I don't know which way this conversation is going now. So I'm just going to be quiet and let you talk, because I'm getting a little emotional.
Oh, woo.
Yeah, woo.
Well, I mean, everything you said is...
What y'all got to say? Is they saying
accurate.
Something?
Girl, yeah, they saying a whole lot. Here you go.
But, okay. So, Kim, say something.
Well, let's see. Speaking on the thing that you talked about with growing up in the house and being disappointed and feeling like you were a disappointment. I mean, I can relate to all of that. Well, I remember mentioning to you, I think it was last week after this, I said something about sometimes birth position plays a role in the level of disappointment in your life.
Well, Kim, you done got real deep. What you say, birth position?
Birth position. And what I mean by that is, what number were you? Were you the firstborn? Were you the secondborn?
Oh,
were
Kim,
you the
now you finna get all deep.
No. I'm not
what difference does it make if I'm first, second, and thirdborn?
No. Not for everybody, but for some people. Like when you were talking about disappointment. Sometimes when you are the firstborn, there is a whole different kind of level of expectation.
They was just ignorant towards me.
Okay, well, we'll move on from that one. So the other one where you were talking about with the relationships and the disappointments that you had, I've experienced a lot of that throughout my life, and I feel like because I was looking for something specific, I set them up and I set me up. So I have learned in my solitude, because I've taken something like a sabbatical from my life for the last 3 years. And I just been in reflection mode to see the role that I played in all the disappointments in my life. And in fact, did I play a role by either allowing it to happen, by sidestepping boundaries that I set up for myself to protect me, or just trying to fit in places where I didn't belong. Right. Period. So I do understand what you're saying, and I can relate to all of it.
And you know what? Let me say this. I want to back this up. Okay. So since we're talking about relationships and friendships and things like that, and we got an audience from Facebook, and I was just looking at my audience, and most of the audience is like our age bracket. Okay. So they definitely can relate to what we're talking about.
Right.
So just in case if a younger audience come and chime in, and I hope so, just because with me being an educator, just teaching the younger generation, you all, I hope and pray that you get something out of this, because a lot of times I'm looking at your Facebook posts and you're so disappointed, and you just like, ain't nobody doing nothing for me, didn't nobody watch my kids today, and I wish I had some friends, and I'm not knocking you, but I want you to look at this video and kind of like look at yourself, so then that way you can grow, and you can grow from people. You can grow from people in your 20s. You can grow from people in your 30s. So please, at this point right now, moving forward, I don't want you to have these expectations out of people and just thinking that people is supposed to do for you. If they do, it's a plus, it's great, but nobody is obligated to you. Nobody is obligated to you but you. And I say that now is because I had to learn that within myself. And, and I don't want you to get to the point of my age, almost 50, and just not understanding expectations from people. You got something to say, Kim?
No, I'm agreeing with you.
Okay. So now, just going a little bit more back into the topic as we're talking about valued friendships and how I can view friendships now, what I like. So first of all, I like having gold friends. So I am appreciating the friendship that you and I are developing.
Oh,
woo woo.
Yes.
You know why I can appreciate that? Because you always want somebody, and although I don't have expectations out of people, mm-hmm. I have expectations from myself.
Right.
So if I know that I'm a loving person, I want to exemplify love.
Right.
And I want that person to, how I know if I'm reaching somebody is when they come into me and they give me a compliment, and that when my presence is there, they can feel the love, they can feel being the generosity like that.
Right.
So I want to be around people that I'm able to grow from, and people that is able to grow from me too, as well. Now, I'm not exiting out of other people, because I put a post up today and say I'm a trailblazer.
I know,
so
that's right, girl.
Do you hear me? Do you hear me?
Yes.
I am a mentor. So I should now be at the point now that I have grown in my life, that now I should be able to share with someone else, rather younger than me, rather my age. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It's a way that I want to put it, and I really just can't really get it into words. Somebody says my mom always could tell me who my friends were. Absolutely, girl. That's how I am with my daughter. Wisdom. That's what it is.
And experience.
And experience.
Yes.
We let me tell you this, Kim. My daughter lives all the way in Ohio, and if I FaceTime her, Kim, I can tell when somebody is around her, mm-hmm. before she even tell me.
Yeah.
And then when she say, "Mama, such and such and so and so is here," I can hear it in their voice. If that's the spirit that I want around her, that I don't want around her, I can just see their face and know, just like, nah, I don't want this. Sometimes I say something to her, sometimes I won't, but I'll just start praying. It's like, parents, we just know. So listen to your girl, mom. Listen to your mom, girl. That's what I was trying to say.
We know what you meant.
Okay. So can I say something else before we, this 30 minutes gonna go by so fast.
Yeah,
and
it is.
So tell me some definitions of high value friendships, and then we can speak on that.
Okay, so my definition of high value relationships and friendships are the ones where reciprocity thrives. They are the ones where you are 100. Uh-oh. You okay?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm choking off this orange.
Oh. You sure?
Yeah, I'm okay. Keep talking.
Okay. I thought I was going to have to jump over the table and come smack you in the middle of your back.
Okay.
They are the ones where you are 100% your authentic self.
But if I'm choking, you're not supposed to pat me in my back. That'll choke me more, so I need you to do that. What's that called?
Heimlich. Yeah, but you got to raise your hand, and then I pat you. And
okay.
if it doesn't move it,
Oh, so you done took the little
girl,
seat?
I know a little something.
Okay. CPR core.
Just a little bit.
I'm about to say, don't choke me more.
I would never.
Okay. Keita, boo, why you laughing? Keita, you ought to see this orange that squirted all up in my face. So keep talking, Kim.
Okay. So back to my definition. They're the ones where you are 100% your authentic self, and they are as well, and you give and receive from one another. There is no competition, and what I mean by competition is in the form of jealousy or malice. Just being mean, saying little mean, inconsiderate things, not being thoughtful, being careless in your speech and your interaction.
So friendship's not jealousy.
No, and there's no competition in it either. The things that do exist in these high value relationships are compassion, empathy, love, and empowerment. Mm-hmm. The ships are fruitful. Mm-hmm. They give more than they take, and they do not keep score. It comes from a place of love, integrity, and sincerity in its rarest form, in its rawest form. I've always been told that I was different and people aren't like me. That is completely false. I have been meeting so many women with my same heart.
Now, are you reading a definition, or is that what you're saying to your?
This is my definition, and then my comment. This is what I consider high value relationships.
Okay.
And then I just wanted to point out, like you were talking about how you view yourself, mm-hmm. right? And then you can look at how other people view you, because sometimes they don't view you the same way that you view yourself. Sometimes they view you up here, and you see you down here.
Yeah.
So I was always told that don't nobody think like you. Mm-hmm. People aren't like that. People just aren't nice. That's false. Yeah. And I sometimes I wish I could travel back in time and tell my younger me just to don't give up hope. You're gonna find your tribe. Mm-hmm. And they are like showing up, and it is crazy. Mm-hmm. Like from the most unexpected places. People have such a negative.
Kim, you see how I like to eat.
It's okay.
All right.
People have such negative things to say about social media. Social media, to me, is an opportunity to meet people from all over the world that you would have never encountered otherwise. And those people may need that little bit of light that you give them, whatever it is that you give it to them. So to me, it's a positive thing. It's all about how you use it. But it's just amazing. I just wish, like I said, I could tell my younger me that it was going to be okay. Just wait. It's going to happen. You see it. You're going to be amazed. God is amazing. So,
God is amazing.
and he's always on time. So that's my definition for high value relationships. So just to recap, it's where reciprocity thrives.
Wow.
Period.
Wow. You said something that I want to speak on, and when you said friendship should not be, it's not jealousy, it's not competition.
If I'm your friend, why would I be jealous of your success?
Right.
I would be happy for you and taking notes.
Do you hear me, girl?
If that's what, and I would be asking questions.
Yes, absolutely.
And I would ask for your help.
Yes.
Now, you can be in a situation where you see them higher than they see themselves, and because they haven't graduated to that point in their life, they don't receive what you're asking of them very well. I've experienced that as well. So
well, I would say this, because of the age bracket that's watching now, and I'm not gonna even say the age bracket that's watching now, because you have some that's our age that's still silly, stupid, dumb, immature.
It's a process.
Yeah, I like that, because see, I was just about to be like, y'all need to grow up.
No, it's a process.
Because it was a process for me.
Right.
But I was never the jealous type though. But thank God that's kudos for you, Amina. But don't be down in other people. I'm being my authentic self.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I love it.
And I thank you. And I appreciate you letting me be myself. And that's what we're talking about. Having valued friendships where people let you be yourself.
Without making you feel some kind of way.
Without making you feel some type of way. I like that. And then you being your type of self, sometimes you may need to be checked a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And if you got you a great friend and she pull your coattail or pull your skirt a little bit and said, your slip hanging a little bit, appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
she could let you go out there with your slip and your hole in your stocking and your...
Kim, I didn't mean that literally.
No, I know.
Oh, okay.
I'm just talking about more than one thing.
Right. Oh, okay.
Yeah. But she caught it.
Yeah, she caught it
before it got real bad.
Yeah, and then go ahead on, feelings be hurt, be mad or whatever, and then y'all come back together and it's okay. Mm-hmm. But let me tell you this. Then there's also times that just because dang, how can I say this?
Just say it.
I don't know how to just say it. Then there are some people that's just not meant to be. No, okay.
No, because there are people that just pass through.
Thank you. Kim, I love you. Oh, I love you, Kim. Because my thoughts sometimes be so brutal. Oh, Kim, you balancing this out so well.
Yeah, there's some people just passing through. And you get what you get from them, and that was what they were sent for.
And okay, so Kim, so if I like how you saying this, some people are just passing through. Mm-hmm. So since they're passing through, then catch yourself. Don't be all thrown off and don't be torn and don't be all mad and just accept for what it was that in that season.
Look at it at what is this teaching me?
Yeah. I don't even know if I'm always looking at what is it teaching me. It was just why.
You have to, because sometimes they show up as mirrors.
Well, somebody had just passed through my life, and I really ain't thought nothing else about her. I was just like, when she was okay. Yeah, for real. I'm like, she was
maybe that wasn't for you. Maybe that was for her. She was passing through to get something from you on her way to wherever she was going.
Girl, I'm at the age now. I'm getting so older. I don't have time to be focused. I don't have my man. You know what? Sometimes we can get so caught up into this world system, and like everything got to be step by step, number by number. No. You know what? I am just a realist. If you was in my life for this season, that's fine. Time has passed on. When I see you, I could be like, "Hey, girl, hey, how you doing?"
And I keep it moving.
And we could have been the type that we done kicked it and everything.
And I ain't mad.
And I ain't mad at you, so I don't have to.
Right.
I don't know, but I'm telling you, I got some friends that I have not seen in years. As a matter of fact, she on here. What's up, Keto Boo? Keto in Texas.
Hey, Texas.
I have not. Yeah, hey, girl. I've not seen Keita in years. But I know that this is a friend that I can call on the phone that can do spiritual warfare like it ain't nothing. But really, that's about the only time I call Keita is when I'm in the jam and I'll be like, girl, I need you to pray on this. But the reason why I love that friendship, because it's not like Keita is like, well, she only called me when she going through. She only called me when she wants something. She knows that I love her. I know that she loves me, but that's the connection, the bond.
And she's happy to be able to
Girl, do you hear me?
Yeah.
So it's not like, well, what she want now? I'm not answering her call because she just wants something from me.
That's low vibration vibrating. Or low energy vibrating.
I had somebody like that. Like, well, why you call you already called me?
When you vibrate higher, those things fall off of you. Those things, those people, all that stuff,
It does. It fall off.
It fall off. You'd be like,
are y'all enjoying this? I like that.
I'm just sharing what I'm learning.
Yeah.
That's all.
So now so where are we at now I don't know. What you say, Keita? Yes, I do. I love you. Woo woo.
Oh, you're so sweet.
I know. This conversation is good. Okay, so what else you got to say? Then I can expound. On that. You all give us some hearts, give us some love, let us know you are enjoying. It's supposed to be a 30-minute segment, but I think we're just talking. She's the person performs from the day. You said yes, it does. I was reading comments.
Oh.
Okay. So say something else, and then we want to get on some more nuggets, and then we're about to go into getting to know yourself. Weena said something. She's the person from day one. Yeah. Yes, she is, Weena. She's a day one. That's right. That's my homie. Okay.
Hey, Weena.
Weena, that's my girl.
I know
too.
her.
I call Weena like she's like family, my cousin. So my cousin, that's her best friend.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's her best friend, then that's my cousin. Then hey, she in the family.
Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey.
Okay, so the only other thing I wanted to add to.
Oh, you know Weena.
Mm-hmm.
Weena, you on the map, girl. Okay, what else you want to add?
Okay, so it's a little paragraph. Okay, so I believe that I'm meeting these women, these new people.
Wait, Kim, not to cut you off, but I am a little bit. Let's switch it a little bit. Let's talk about value friendship when it comes to business. Now, let's switch it over to the business side. Because
okay, do I finish this or
we're gonna go back to that?
Okay.
So just hold that thought a little bit because this just came to me. As far as like on the business side, how do you feel about friendships being developed, valuable friendships being developed on the business side? And what I mean by that, being in business, is that I'm a hairstylist, you a hairstylist, I'm an educator, you an educator. I teach classes, you teach classes. So we come and we meet each other, and because we feel like we do the same thing, now your nose is like snobbed up, and now you don't want to talk to me because now I'm teaching classes, or I could be teaching the same class that you're teaching, and so now you don't want to talk to me anymore. Now you don't want to like my Facebook posts anymore. You don't want to like my Instagram pictures anymore. Or if I meet you at a networking event and you find out I do the same thing, now you looking like, hey.
But see, this is the thing though. I'm going to use the example that I'm sure you guys have heard before. If you go into a grocery store, there is a wall of bread. A whole wall. It's all bread. It can all be toasted and buttered. You make it up to however you want to, but it's different companies that are making it. In other words, what God has for you is for you. And just because another person is doing something along the same lines as what you're doing does not mean that they're going to take something from you. It's going to lessen yours. It doesn't. Yeah. You are unique within yourself because your experiences that you bring to the atmosphere that you create when you are educating, when you are putting on, performing for people, is uniquely yours.
Yeah, absolutely.
Period.
And then why you acting like that? We can get together, put together a team, have a tour, but see, do classes, and maybe because
at the same time,
I might not be giving you all my stuff.
When things are revealed, they're revealed for a reason.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't have that thought about that situation. Or when y'all could collaborate and come together and do something. You cannot. Because the minds aren't on the same page.
It's not on the same page.
No.
Wow. That's so sad.
But it's okay.
But it's okay.
Because whoever it is that you're meant to collaborate will show up.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, we got to get out of this mindset of competing with one another.
Competition.
You cannot, look, first of all, there are so many different, just in the lane that I'm in, there are so many different distributors in the world.
Mm-hmm.
We even have another distributor in the Chicagoland area.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't benefit me to talk bad about him.
That's right.
It doesn't benefit me to say anything negative because at the end of the day, he cannot offer who I am. Mm-hmm. And I cannot offer who he is.
Yeah.
We are in our own separate lanes. We do two totally different things as far as how we conduct our business. Period.
Weena said, yes, it's enough for everyone to get some same message, different technique.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, Kim. That's the word. That's what Keita Boo said.
Yeah. I mean, it's simple. That's always been my philosophy about it. I don't have time to be jealous and worry about what you doing. Congratulations, and I hope it works out for you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, and I hope it works out for you.
How about building friendships or having friends that Okay, so I was talking to someone on the phone this morning, and we were talking about friendships, and she said that you should have somebody in your circle that should be doing more than you, higher than you, somebody that you are gleaning from. So
I like her, whoever that was.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because if you are at the top of the totem pole in your circle, you're done learning.
Mm-hmm.
you gotta mix your group up. You cannot be the all-knowing go-to person, because you've stunted your growth. You don't know everything. Mm-hmm. You couldn't possibly. Mm-hmm. So it's always got to be at least one person that you admire.
Can it be a person that's not right there in the physical with you, but can it be somebody that you are admiring and growing from afar?
Absolutely.
Okay. So this don't have to be somebody that you calling on the phone every day. Hey girl, hey.
This could be someone that you're following on social media that you admire what they're doing, and you may interact and engage with their posts or whatever. You may subscribe to the same life philosophies. You might.
So people need to stop just being so needy.
Okay, that's one way to put it. Yeah.
Well,
everything you need is within you.
I mean, stop being so needy and people need to stop being so needy and stop being so mean and stop being so nasty.
Well, then I don't know if it's needy if they're being mean and nasty. I think it's more they have expectations that they placed on the world, and they're holding the world accountable.
Well, they better stop there, because they're gonna be disappointed. And then
you can't save them all.
I like how you said that. You cannot save them all.
Only the ones that...
I really hope that you are enjoying this conversation. Maya said, amen, continuous exchange of information. So I guess what she's liking, how we are interchanging. I'm talking, you talking. I hope that's what you're saying, Maya. And Weena said, rubbing elbows with people that is growing. Absolutely. That's what we are doing.
Because whatever it is that you admire about them, whatever it is that they're doing, there's nothing.
She said, like what we're doing right now, rubbing elbows. Yeah, absolutely. Because when this, we got some hearts and faces and stuff like that. Hey. So I don't know how long we've been on here, and because
however long was necessary.
However long was necessary. I like that. So we're gonna go right into our next topic, and this is called getting to know yourself. I really like this one because you remember when I said earlier is that I really love the woman that I am becoming.
Absolutely.
Yeah. At first I did a lot of comparison, and shockingly I did, and I didn't know that I was doing this, and I was doing it with my sisters. Actually, I don't know anybody out there outside of my family that I can compare myself with. I think because my dad just raised us, but we was just all together all the time.
Yeah.
So I wasn't like I had friends. I go to their house, like that. So that's all I had. But I started like comparing my life with my sisters, and I felt like because they were so hard on me and just downed me in so many, and this is not to put them down or anything like that, because sometimes people just, maybe I was doing something for them to respond like that. Maybe I didn't get the response back that I would have wanted, but it's a growing process. So for those or anybody that's watching this or watch the replay later and come back and say something, devil, you a lie, Satan, I rebuke you right now. There will not be no discord amongst me and my family in the name of Jesus. I love my sisters dearly. It's just a message that I am sharing and how I have grown. And so that's that right there. So I just want to clear the air in that, because sometimes people take what you say and they go wrong with it.
But it's a reflection. You're reflecting on your youth with your sisters.
Well, my youth, I think this was just last week too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's your youth.
You'll
never be the age you was last week again. So
Kim, you're so sweet. I love how you bring stuff on home. I love it.
So it's still your youth.
Getting to know yourself. So I used to think that something was wrong with me, because I used to be like, we was raised in the same household. So why is it that they're not having the same battles that I am having, or they had the same battles, but theirs was hidden and mine was exposed. Theirs was covered up, but mine was talked about. So I'm like, now people is looking at what Mina is, and I'm like, no, Tracy did the same thing, but then nobody say nothing about Tracy. Everybody want to talk about my kids. No, your kid did the same thing, but then nobody say nothing about their kids. Where everybody want to keep talking about me. And so for years, Kim, I'm telling you, for years it bothered me. I cried, I prayed. I mean, and when you talking about Joseph being thrown in that pit, that was my life right there. And what encouraged me about Joseph, because guess what? Joseph had to come and save them brothers.
Yeah, he did.
Now you talking. So as I began to grow and learn, like, nothing is wrong with me. Mm-hmm. And it was things about them that I admired, that I still admired them. So I just started mimicking things that I admired about them. Just like how we were saying, having friends from afar. So I love the beautiful things that they did do that they didn't include me in. So Kim, what? Okay. Yeah, I might get included, but I still start mimicking the things that they were doing. So now I do it with myself. And so now I have my own tribe of friends that we do things together. And even without the friends that, okay, let's just say, for an example, my sister Dre. My sister Dre can decorate the stank out of a home. Girl, when you walk inside her house, you like, whoa! So now that I, get a chance to go over there now, because I didn't used to be able to go over there. But now when I go over there now, I'll be looking like, dang it, when I go home, I'm going to do. So now when people see my decor, those are just nuggets that I pick up from my sister. Yeah. So instead of me being mad, like, well, why she won't come over here and help me? Or why she won't give me tips? Or when I asked her about something, now you going to charge me for the rug. You should have just gave me this rug. And now you going to tell me about your designer. And so somebody that complain to me, you can live that same life. You can have a life outside of them. Mm-hmm. So this is how, when I began to see myself and when I started growing, because I had so much like bitterness inside of me. So that's the part I'm getting at. Maybe I'm just long-winded with it.
It's okay.
So once I got to learn and still getting to know myself, what somebody said, yes, she can. But you talking about Drake, Cynthia, you done been to my sister's house? Girl, wait till you see this next one. Oh my goodness, let me not tell her business on here, but girl, whoo. So anyway, I'm just growing to the point that I just like doing things for myself. I don't have to have a crowd around me or anything like that. I just I am appreciating solitude. Mm-hmm. And when I thought that I needed them, when I thought that, I need to rip and run with my dad all day, Kim, I am getting older now. I'm almost 50 years old. I just want to sit at home with my little Tiffany China set and just relax. I'm just more on chill mode, just still getting to learn me. Right. You say something, cause I'm just talking now. I ain't just talking, but I'm talking a lot. Because I know what I'm saying, and I mean what I'm saying. But you say something now, because we're about to come to an end.
Okay, so my thoughts on getting to know myself and how you can too is basically, it's a reality check to realize that everything that you have now, whether you like it or not, is because of the choices that you've made. It can be really frustrating, but when you realize that you really do have control and you really can make big things happen for yourself, it's a game changer.
Girl, I'm loving this.
So you'll need to commit. You'll need to be focused, but it's worth it. Nobody else is going to come and do it for you, so you have to learn to do it for yourself. So that just ties into everything that you just said. Now, when the real shift and change is happening, at first it sounds really great, right? Mm-hmm. I'm shifting, I'm changing. Mm-hmm. But then the deeper we dive in, the resistance gets loud, both internally and externally. Mm-hmm. Shift happens when relationships feel the impact. Stress gets real on all levels. Mentality, physically, emotionally. Procrastinating feels tempting. That Netflix downtime and chill feels like heaven right now. Well, this is your science meets spirituality sweet reminder to keep going, because this is when it really counts. You see, there's a purpose to the resistance you are feeling. It means change is happening. Don't let the old habituated version of you tempt you into going back to the old habits and ways of being kept comfortable. Resistance plays a role in building our future now from the inside out. There is a purpose in the pain, in the creation, just like labor pain. Just like resistance plays a vital role in building muscle at the gym, the same but different.
Wow, I love that. There is a purpose in the pain.
So those are my thoughts.
I love it, Kim. That was so beautiful. This is how I feel about you right now. Let me play.
She's just a girl and she's on fire. Hotter than a fantasy. Lonely like a highway.
No, you ain't lonely like a highway.
She's a little world that's on fire.
We're about to end this now.
Feeling a catastrophe. But she knows she can fly away.
Okay, yeah, that part. So thank you all so much for tuning in with Candid Conversation with Dr. Amina and Kimberly. Yay! Thanks for tuning in. Okay, so I'm waiting for this one part so we can end on this one part. I hope you all got something from it.